Did you ever ask them what love meant to them? Or did you just fall for the way it sounded and hope they meant it the way you did? Because the same word can hold peace for one person and violence for another. And if you never ask what love looks like in their world, you just might be agreeing to pain in disguise. Let me explain something. Some people don't fake love. They just inherited the version they were shown. And that version might be toxic, violent, even dangerous. But to them, it's still love, because nobody ever taught them different. Let me share a story. Simone came from a safe world. She saw her parents argue, but never once did fear enter the room. Her father raised his hands only to pray or to hug. Her mother didn't cry herself to sleep behind locked doors. Love, to her, meant softness, stability, being seen, being heard, being safe. So when Marcus told her, "I love you," she let her guard down. Because that word, in her world, meant peace. But Marcus came from something else. He came from slammed doors, broken dishes, and apologies that tasted like blood. Where "I love you" followed "get out my face." Where hugs were rare, but yelling was routine. And what made it worse is that he didn't think any of it was wrong. He didn't hate his father. He respected him. He thought, that's how a man holds down his household. And his mother? She never left. So Marcus learned, real love is when you stay, no matter how bad it gets. So when Simone challenged him, told him she needed him to talk softer, to listen without getting defensive, he got angry. "Man, you too damn sensitive," he snapped. "You act like I'm abusive or something. I ain't even touched you." But that wasn't true. That night, the argument got loud. He got in her face. She backed up, and he grabbed her wrist. Tight. Not for long, but long enough. Long enough for her to remember every story she heard about women who ignored the first time. Long enough to realize this wasn't just unhealthy, it was dangerous. She broke free, grabbed her keys, and as she opened the door, he yelled, "You really leaving? Over that? That's love, Simone. That's how you know I care." And that's when it hit her. He wasn't pretending. He really thought that was love, because in his mind, it was normal. You see, Marcus wasn't hiding who he was. He just didn't know any different. His love was wired by trauma. And because his parents never called it abuse, he never did either. He had no awareness that his passion was actually control. No awareness that his tone was actually terror. No awareness that his love looked more like power than partnership. That's cognitive dissonance. The mind convincing you that wrong is right because it's all you've ever known. And Simone, she wasn't just shocked by the pain. She was shocked by the fact that he meant well. He wasn't a monster. He was just miseducated. And love to him was a war you stayed in, not a place you healed. That's why you can't build relationships off assumptions. There may be a spiritual or universal truth to what love is, but most people still move by their personal definition. And unless you ask them what love means to them, you might be accepting something that'll leave you scarred. This is the quote room, where words wake minds. Some things don't need a reaction, just reflection. Just a few thoughts I had on my mind.